You know, Ashlyn, I'm going to go out on a wild horse here and say that for some reason it seems like little Mesaba, the tiny miniature sheep, is not happy with figuring out what you do with their wool. I think that this little one has just put two and two together and is not enjoying the fact that it is now counting its own sheep wool, I suppose. But how freaking cute is that? Masaba, why are you so adorable? Let's go ahead and let's actually give you a little bit of a tidy up. And then let's play with, maybe ask about wool quality just to kind of like rub that in a bit. And let's even bottle feed Masaba for a second because we have a little bit of simoleons to, I don't want to say burn because we might actually have something catch on fire and I have to replace it. So we happen to have some simoleons for no reason. And how are we going over here? Oh, Rocky's hanging out with the goats. You know, there's something about Rocky that he hasn't really let people catch on to. But he, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are you really? It's actually playing dead. Which one of our adorable little mini goats is that? Damien. Damien, you have always had Rocky's back. Happiness very full, or excuse me, very full. Ha! Huh. Happiness very happy. Hygiene clean. Hunger full. Attention content. And ready for milking. Excellent. I think that's what we're about to do. Yup. And that's. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm like, this is as bad as being a guinea pig parent, by the way. Because now I have a new guinea pig baby that I love with all my heart. Like everything he does, it's like he sneezed, he yawned, he's laying down, he's eating his Timothy hay, which is what he does all day on repeat. Plus, also leaving little messes for me to clean up on repeat. Um, I stop everything and have to take a picture of it. Somehow, I still haven't shared all those pictures on like anywhere you guys can see them though. They're not even good pictures. They're just me being exceptionally excited about the baby guinea pig. What the heck was that? What was that? Did you hear that guinea or the guinea pig? Oh no. Did you hear that goat scream? You know what, goat? Just for that, and just because you made me call you a guinea pig, we're actually going to go ahead and we are going to rename this little one somewhere. There it is. We hadn't even named this goat. This goat who's now going to be guinea pig. Guinea pig the goat. I love that. I love that. And it's about time, I'd say, that we were taking good care of the animals that we have here on the ranch. Because to be honest, we haven't been paying any attention to them whatsoever. And learning that Guinea Pig was getting ready to run away actually, believe it or not, did something to Rocky's heart. He doesn't admit it very often, but he happens to actually. Hang on, we gotta prove it. We gotta put our snuggles where our mouth is, I suppose. Sort of in some sort of like hygienic manner. But the thing is, Rocky is a rancher at heart. And even though he has been and continues to be distracted by anything shiny and new that pops up, he also loves his little goats. He didn't think he'd like them so much, but he actually had to go ahead and get himself some mini goats so that he could do some community service for the goat yoga. That was part of his community service. And it turns out he actually does secretly love these. I mean, look at that face. Mildly terrifying, but also look at that face. It's so cute. And I think that the mini goats might actually be giving Rocky the experience of what it's like to hold something that's small and snuggly. And maybe he's feeling a little bit of those paternal feelings, being like, wait a second, maybe I don't just have like some sort of jumping bean that lives on your, well, it'd probably be more like a jumping watermelon that lives on his bladder. Maybe there's actually something to all of this. Maybe there is something to being a good rancher, and maybe there is something to caring for your itty bitties. They're warm and soft and fuzzy, and I think he's learning how to love them. Also, speaking of warm and soft and fuzzy, all right, Ashlyn, if you could please come over, and if you could clean up Blueberry, maybe bottle feed Blueberry just to make sure they're really okay. And then ask who's the fluffiest and shear Blueberry for some blue wool so that you can carry on with your passion for knitting. I'll be back with you later, Ashlyn. Also, hello, Erwin. It's wonderful to see you. It's really wonderful to see you. Because, oh, I might have plans for you. You thought that the Simlish government was bad? You thought the conspiracies about aliens or hiding aliens was bad, Erwin? You have no idea what has been lurking in my notes for ages. Your face, your picture, and my plans for you. So, this is the satisfaction of somebody who's watching all of the pieces pop into place, especially considering. And don't we have another goat somewhere? There we go. Hey, are you eating? No, it's eating the grass. I was really worried that it was eating my plants, but let's go ahead and take care of it. Brie, that's right, because of the cheese. Oh no, don't get distracted, Siri. Don't get distracted thinking about how you have the absolutely amazing mods from Browse and Lotus. Ask about milk quality. Then let's go ahead and milk Brie. That would let me do some cheese making. No, no, no. Instead, we're gonna go ahead. Okay, that was hilarious. Damien! Damien, why are you so good? Oh my word. Okay, well, look. This is going to be a work in progress with Erwin. Maybe he is like the unpolished. He's not really diamond, not really sandstone. Um, uh, Erwin, are you the unpolished? What kind of aluminum? Are you the unpolished tin that is just because like aluminum hats and tin hats, I suppose? Just waiting to go ahead and become part of our adventures? Yes, yes, he is. He also happens to be one of the few people that Rocky has actually gotten very close to, other than like a literal agent. She never wants to come over, but she's always trying to get us to go to some mysterious location. Totally a setup. But behold, the only friend, actually, literally the only friend that wait, that's club. Here's friends that Rocky really actually has. Joseph, the old man in town. Come on, he's just gonna be friendly with everybody. Sri here, Sri Shook is actually an alien that he met through Ashland, so that doesn't really count either. But Erwin is the guy that he met at the stable all that time ago, who just immediately started talking to him about alien conspiracies. And Rocky went for it and laughed at him, made fun of him. I think Rocky even gave him something like a gift of horse manure as a joke present because he was feeling a little bit sassy. And maybe he's got a bit of a bad streak, Rocky, and thought Erwin looks like the kind of guy he was going to go ahead and he was going to bully. Little did we know that night, we got abducted by aliens. Do not underestimate Erwin. And because we're not going to underestimate Erwin, we're actually going to go ahead, and especially because last time he called us asking to join the Ranch to Riches Club, which is like the family club we have here at their home that helps everybody focus on the things that we need to be doing, such as, well, browsing the web, not really. But I try to put things that, even if I wouldn't want, my Sims doing, it fits for what everybody would be doing for their personalities or their interests. But right now, the Ranch to Riches group browses the web, cares for animals, tends the garden, uses the telescope, and discusses movies. Mostly because the movies thing I'm saying is about like, have you seen like the latest conspiracy meme on like staring into the distance as I try to come up with a social media platform to mimic that's not completely terrible? Not finding any answers. So online. Oh no, that sounds so old. All right, let's just go with SimSock. All right, like the Discusses movie is the only like club activity I could find that was kind of close to like talk about conspiracy theories. So yeah, yeah. All right, that's good. That's good. But that's why these club activities are there because it's not meant to be treated as a club as much as it's meant to just kind of help guide the family or whoever we're with, whoever we have with us, into actually doing the themes of what today should be all about. And today, well, Rocky and Ashlyn had called Erwin over because A, they needed a lot of help with the ranch because somebody is either peeing himself or passing out, and B, Ashlyn hates working on a certain well, anything to do with handiness, right? She hates it a lot. Does she have a spaceship that needs fixing? Yes. Yes, she does. Is Rocky on any level handy with spaceships? No. No, he isn't. Also, get back out here, Rocky. I really need you to actually be out here for this. I promise. Oh man, I don't want to have to use up his aspiration points though. It's gonna be worth it, Rocky. I promise. This is gonna be like absolutely game changing for you. Please come over. Where am I gonna put him so he doesn't escape and go all the way downstairs on me? Rocky, here, boy. Go sit there. But Rocky, our man, doesn't really happen to have a lot of talent in the handiness business, and he's also extremely pregnant. And it's slowly dawning on him, this is a lot. This is a lot. I mean, maybe it's not dawning on him in the way where he's going to try to think about, you know, the most efficient way to actually clean his home, take care of his animals, be able to train his horse. But he is going to be thinking about how this is a lot in the sense of, for crying out loud, I'm sick and tired of not being famous. And, you know, he's got a lot that he wants done. Ashlyn, what? You do you, Ashlyn. But he has a lot of things he wants done that more centered around, you know, what's good for Rocky or what's fun for Rocky. And he does not want to have to do a lot of the manure hauling. Well, you know, he would do it. Let's be fair to Rocky. He would do it if he really had to. But he legitimately is peeing himself almost every day. He can hardly keep up with anything. He has to drink this weird concoction of that he's able to go ahead and have Ashlyn make out of some weird things she knows. And no, Celine, I swear, Celine Lopez is seriously trying to just snag us as an undercover Sims BI agent. We're not going for it. The Sims in Black can't get us. All right. Oh, hey, let's be careful there, Erwin, because this could backfire. And I literally just made this long speech to explain why we're gonna try something else out. I think that we need somebody to start doing our grunt work for us. Yes, yes, that's right. The young man who has asked multiple times to come and join us on the ranch, who has been extremely excited to find out about the conspiracy theories that we are gently supporting by providing selfies of Ashlyn in her alien form. We haven't told him, you know, pregnant with aliens. We haven't told him about aliens. And this may not be a long-term solution, especially because Ashlyn isn't sure how she feels about revealing her identity. That just seems like a lot of work. And Rocky is not really thinking ahead to, like, maybe I could use a nanny for these little, like, intergalactic beings. No, that requires a lot more foresight. But what they both want to do is be able to go ahead and, like, you know, work on their space rocket and visit 6am, which I'm gonna say 6am's like a satellite moon that the aliens have set up that's hidden around like Sim Earth, for instance. Because going all the way to her home planet sounds like something I want to make a little fancier. But you know, they've got that going for them, right? Like they want to get all that done, but they've kind of been waiting for the other one to always do it. One of those couples. And then who did reach out and call last time but Erwin, who is obsessed with aliens, who might enjoy a chance to go ahead and maybe learn a little bit more. Let's see, hobbies. Let's see, maybe how about deep thoughts? Ooh, we could analyze his personality. Discuss expanding the family. Oh my gosh. Let's see. How about we compliment? How about we just come over and maybe, oh my word, why are there so many things? Just make some small talk. Brag about the ranch for a gosh darn second, Ashlyn. So we can actually see things happen. I kind of was, I keep pausing because I'm trying to make sure Erwin doesn't get himself hit by a meteor just as we're getting to the point where I'm going to say, I think we should invite Erwin to come onto the ranch with us. I think not for a long time. Honestly, these two are just kind of thinking, do you think he's good with, like, you know, rocket ships. Do you think, like, he's got a little tin hat thing on? I'm sure he knows how to wield a wielder. Maybe we'll be able to go ahead and have him set up the rocket ship for us. But you know, that's kind of involved, and what if he... There he goes, his little conspiracy theory stuff, I love it. What if, you know, just calling him over, it would be easier if he could just kind of stick around long enough to build the whole thing. And maybe we could just give him more selfies. And while he's here, maybe he can go ahead and help out on the ranch. And also, I think Erwin's getting a little nervous because he does have the Sims in Black constantly bothering him. And I do think that maybe moving his little conspiracy theory hut wouldn't be a bad idea. So, how could I possibly do this? Let's think about this. Basically, if I haven't revealed, I've been thinking about it a lot. So let's get the whole family over here though, because I feel like this is a big idea. This is kind of a big concept, and we should probably maybe talk about it. How about we invite these two to hang out over at the campfire? And then how could we get them to have like a little conversation that seems somewhat themed around this? Okay, we're going to use one of my favorite ways to kind of build stories. We're actually going to have the headlines on for just a minute, even though I think it's a lot more fun to play without it, because you have to actually put work into understanding what's happening. Ooh, and then I'm also going to charge these gemstones. Don't mind me. Just gotta get those over there. Alright. Do you guys have... Okay, talking about... Yeah, llamas! Maybe we're just saying... We're talking about the ranch. But I want to introduce them to the idea... Rocky! Your bladder! We literally just got here so that, you know, Ashlyn and you can go ahead and maybe talk about... Discuss crystal properties, show off muscles. You know... Just how do I leap to the spaceship? I really want him just to get over here. And can we gossip about aliens? Gossip about other Sims? Talk. No, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that. Eavesdrop. Oh, did you know you can do that? What happens if you eavesdrop? I'm gonna have him do that with the conversation between Ashlyn and Rocky, or Ashlyn and Erwin. I didn't know you could do that. Can you like learn something unexpected about the Sim? Because that'd be really cool. No se- Oh, so that's from the for rent pack. I see. No secrets here. Perhaps the life of hunting for another's dirty laundry isn't in the cards. Wait, that's really cool, because then we can say that they've been listening to like their conversation with him, trying to figure out if he's got any secrets that might put them at risk, while also figuring out how to convince him how to stick around here, maybe help him take care of the animals. And hey, could you build that ship for us? Like, literally, Ashlyn could tell you what to do. She just hates it. So let's see. That's really fun. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. And honestly, I'm gonna make it good for Erwin too. How about maybe ask if single, just to make sure. Boy, I hope that doesn't count as a relationship changing thing. I just want to know if you're with anybody. Ask about hobby and skills. Alright, how's it going, guys? I very much enjoy just the idea. We've got to grill him, actually. That's perfect. So, what about your taste in decor? He's single, no attachments. This is really cool, actually. I didn't think about it till right now, but they can kind of grill him and check to see, would he be a good fit? Alright, we'll ask him about his hobbies, taste in decor. Maybe... Celine, for crying out loud. This is so funny. I wonder if Celine is like one of our agents seems to have gone over to Rocky's place and they're visiting. Because it's a national park, we haven't been able to like get a satellite over there due to interference or whatever to see what's going on. I think this would be raising a lot of questions. Can we joke about like aliens or something like that? No, because we really have to use the restroom. We really do. Oh, Nosy Nancy from failing to find a secret. Oh, that's so funny. I wonder if I had kept digging if we really would have found like a secret. Ask about getting a horse. Let's see. Oh, he dislikes Cosmlux decor. Well, I'm glad we know a little bit more about you. Maybe favorite fashion, favorite color. Here, I feel like Rocky's like, 1 second. Ashlyn, keep grilling him. We need to know. Is there anything truly objectionable? Maybe ask about career, about this kid that might make it so that, Ashlyn should find out whether Erwin's current career is before asking him the question of pursuing his dream job. Ashlyn is learning that Erwin is a curio shop owner at Curios Creations and more. Yes, that will be relevant in just a moment here. Wow, this is fun. So, I know I'm just kind of like pausing a bunch, but I'm trying to puzzle out how to do this, and then it'll be a mechanic I can use forever afterward. All right, all right. Well, what would your dream job be, actually? Could it possibly have anything to do with, spaceships? Conveniently? We could maybe give you a little bit of experience with that. Oh, hey, handiness! She's literally thinking about how much she hates handiness while talking to him. Although I appreciate your interest, Aslan, it's been one of those days. I prefer to talk about something else if you don't mind. I'm totally gonna interpret that as he can't pursue his dream job because he wants his dream job to be aliens! Okay, that's funny. Let's see. Maybe, I think that actually kind of covers a lot of things. Maybe ask about his love life to see if there's like any ties that could make us worried whatsoever. And let's ask about hobbies and skills. Is he gonna answer? And he dislikes violins. Okay, we have now covered quite a bit about Erwin. And he's probably getting a little suspicious. Why? I mean, obviously he's innately suspicious, but now he's really suspicious. But he seems to have trusted us enough that although we have quizzed him a little bit and he was like, maybe I don't want to talk about that, I think we can trust him. I think we're gonna bite this little bullet, and we're gonna go ahead and have him join us in a certain crystal cave in just a moment here. Let me drag all these said crystals into a certain somebody. You know what? We'll be back for those. All right, here we go. Travel to Forgotten Grotto. Thank you very much. All right, Ashlyn. I think this could work out. You were just talking about how much you hate handiness, and there Erwin is talking about, well, I can't do my dream job because it would have to do with spaceships, rockets, aliens, and he just doesn't have access to that kind of stuff when he's just running a little curio thing on the side of the road. We can do something about that. And it would be really nice to have somebody living with us, even just for a little bit, who could actually get things done. The trick being, we don't want to blow our identity, per se, as an alien just yet. Don't know if we can trust him that far, but let's go ahead, bring Ashlyn here. Oh, whoops-a-doops. Rocky Erwin was supposed to actually be here too. So he was also supposed to be here for like a club event. Can we start a gathering here? There we go. Okay, he should be here. If he follows us to this club gathering here, then I will say that he has accepted the charge of coming with. And otherwise, you guys just do what you want to do for a minute, while I go ahead and see if any crystals have grown back yet. Ah, they take forever! They take forever! Oh, maybe the crystal tree will do something interesting. I haven't looked up what it does yet because I want it to be a bit of a surprise. These two are just flirting with each other. Can you trust him with your secrets? Will he come? Is it start gathering? Stay here? Oh, they're not available here. Whoops. Okay, let's invite him to the current lot then. And then let's bring the group over. Come on, you silly beans. There's stuff to do here, even if you're kind of like sticking your nose up in the air. Oh, and by the way, I did come in and use their money in the past. I trust me, I did remove it to go ahead and upgrade some things. So we actually have like a proper outhouse because I think Rocky was just too disgusted and his bladder too fragile to take anything else. I put some lights using the tool mod is how I did those. Put some lights around a little bit. Put down a little gardening spot to put the crystal tree until I remembered that I already planted it and I can't pull it out of the household inventory. So I have to wait till we can plant a whole nother crystal tree. I mean, it's not like They don't grow on trees, so it's not like that's a problem. But you know, just little details. And I did use the tool mod to put some things around the cave just a touch. Nothing down here yet, I think. And I did take all of the funds away from them to compensate for that. But let's see. Erwin looks kind of excited about this. Oh my gosh, he actually looks really excited about this. Like, really excited. Okay, Erwin. I'm slightly wondering if this is a good idea, but I think it is. So let's actually go and form a nice little group since we can't do a club gathering. And everybody over here. Because this is the spaceship! I was able to actually move it down here, and it is our actual spaceship thanks to an amazing mod on The Sims that lets you put the spaceship in your inventory and place it anywhere in the world you want. You know, where it has room. And so we actually have the spaceship here in the cave, and it's the same one that we had from our home lot too. The only thing we'll need to watch out for is I don't think it costs money to upgrade things, but we'll see how that works. All right, everybody, this is it. This is kind of like the big deal. Erwin, let's see. Can I go ahead, maybe gossip, or how about we don't want to do small talk. Like, we want to make them laugh. Like, we want this to be like a big deal. Hey, how can I? And now we're feeling inspired from me because he feels fashionable at Rocky. Bless your like amazing ability to just roll with anything. Let's talk about handiness and crystal properties. Well, we're over here for just a second. And funny. Maybe tell a joke about a horse, of course, old times, barnacles, stories. So how about a funny story? So funny story, we actually happen to have this rocket ship over here. Are you interested in maybe doing a little work on it? Because we're pretty clumsy. Oh my gosh, she's actually talking about being kind of clumsy. That's amazing. He really is! I know that's probably because it's a funny story, but come on. And what are you doing to that poor mushroom, Ashlyn? All right, there we go. Let's see, and let's try building this together. What do you say, Erwin? Actually, before we continue building it, I think this would definitely get him excited enough. Oh, and then the cost, that's what I was forgetting. So for Erwin to move in, he is going to have to give up his little curio stand. But whatever will we do? Well, to move Erwin in, the cost is going to be buying the curio stand and putting it on the side of our ranch. And then letting him possibly run it from there, or possibly work on some of his life dreams. We'll have to see. There we go. Nice, beautifully complicated, rambling adventure episode that basically boiled down to we're moving Erwin, the space and alien obsessed guy who's pretty good with jerry-rigging things together due to his conspiracy theory past. Don't ask how many of those little listening things he's gotten off of his body. In to handle the rocket building, and we'll see if we can also pay him on the side to be able to go ahead and just make me die of shock. Why don't you, Rocky? To take care of the animals too while we're at it. Oh, Rocky and Ashlyn. Rocky probably thinks this is okay. She just acquired the rocket building skill. Ashlyn hates it. Oh, she hates it. She legitimately dislikes rocket building as a hobby all on her own, which I thought was funny. But there we go. Pretty rambly. But I think it's gonna be pretty good. And I wonder if we can have these two stop for a minute and then leave poor Erwin to like handle the rest. And maybe we'll go and relax. Oh my gosh, will he still keep working on it? I have to see if that could happen, because that would be a little bit funny. And then we're gonna have you, sir, go there. And I promise I'm working on trying to get faster about all of our adventures. It's just, takes me a second. He is gonna keep working on it. Oh, you precious bean. We got you now. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.